Hi, classmates. I'm Nikki Patten, and I'm going to share with you 5 digital resources that I think will make your life simpler and your students will enjoy too. Here is my dashboard. Oh, no, here is my dashboard for boom cards. And then I can go to my library. Won't really be very helpful right now because I don't have any activities to do. So I'll have to go to the store. And this is where I can find different phonics or math games for my students to do. And doesn't it look a lot like Teachers Pay Teachers? So you know what that means? A lot of things are going to cost money. So I'm going to click on this one and download this free turkey hunt game for my students for Thanksgiving time. Just kidding, I already had it in my library. So I'm going to click on this and show you guys an idea of how it looks. I know you guys can't hear that, but the little speaker right there reads aloud to our beginning readers, and it also has, words that are easy for them to start reading as they're learning, especially in November. So this is a game for them to play where they're on a turkey hunt, and the turkey. This first clue says, "Go to the place where you might catch a fish," and students can click on the little lake. And you can see how much fun this would be for kindergarten, first and second graders. They'd really enjoy this. The really positive thing about Boom Cards is that it is very accessible. Students can interact with it on a device like their tablet or on their parent's phone or on a school laptop, which is all of those accessibility modes are the reason why people used it a lot during the pandemic. Are some cons though too. The problem, like I showed you guys before, was that you have to pay for a lot of tools if you want it to be easy and you just want to use something that someone else has already created, then it costs money. Um, if you want to create something, then you can go to the studio, and I think that that would actually be pretty fun. I like creating activities, so this could be have a possibility to be really fun. But here's the other con. So for the free trial that you can get, or the free version, you can only add 5 students. So you have to figure out which 5 students you want to do all that extra work for. Now I'm going to move you guys on to Class Kick. I spent the last 4 years teaching online exclusively, and I wish that I had had this tool because there are some pros to it that I really like. So, first off, here's your dashboard, and all of your assignments are here. You can share your assignments with others. There are different things that you can have students do in these assignments. Students can move items, students can write on the screen, they can type, they can also link something to it and add pictures. They can also record their voice. So even if this was an activity where you had students at home practice reading, they could read and record themselves and submit it to you. So I think all of those things are really cool. And there's a button right here, it's behind my head, that says Student Preview. Once you've given the assignment to students, there's a little hand. Oh, still can't see it. There's a little hand right here that students can click so that they have a raised hand at the Help Center. The Help Center just alerts the teacher that please help, please check, or can we check for a second about this assignment? Like I said, this would have been a great tool to have when I was online teaching because I could add an assignment or an assessment or use like a flipped classroom mode where students can finish things and then I can see when they're actually confused by things and they can type to me, those older students, and even my second graders could have. But I really like this tool, the Class Kick. But I do have a list of pros and cons for this activity or for this tool. The pros are that the assignments are really easy for teachers to create. You can put PDFs in there and have kids write directly onto the PDFs to add them, import them. And then also students can work together. And I think that that would take the place for something like Jamboard, which is going away at the end of the 2024. So maybe a cool replacement tool. The cons for this tool is that it's possible, it says it's possible that students could be distracted. And I think what they mean is that since kids are already on the computer and online, they can click into games and play other things so they could be distracted. And another thing is that there is a cost for the premium features, but I don't, I can't even imagine what the premium features are. I think that this is so easy to use. I would love this tool. So, no cons to me. All right, here is our next tool, and it is called Napkin AI. And older students might really get a kick out of this. My husband taught me about this, and I thought you guys might like to know about it too. So it's called Napkin because, when you have a really great idea and you're like at a place where they serve beverages and you say, "Hey, let me tell you about an idea I had." And you write it down on a napkin and you draw a little picture and then you can show it to someone. Last week I did my infographic on, um, oh yeah, planning. Sheesh begonias. Planning cycle for integrating digital literacy. Oop. This is not how I made my poster last week, but I could have because the AI completes the activity completely. And you can add little icons next to it. Point that I can use little icons to alert people's attention to. Here is step number one. You can make them bright colors. You can change the width of the lines. So I, I just thought this was a really cool tool and I might use it from time to time. Let's move on to Padlet. I know Padlet's pretty popular. I've seen other teachers using it, but I have not. So I thought that I would uh, get used to it now. Try it out now. So I created a Padlet for the Wild Robot Book Club, and I picked the background, the wilderness, because that's where Roz the robot lives in the story. And here's a little robot to show my students you're in the right place. Here's the name of our activity and a description. And then here I have different questions and quotes. Um, that students can click add a comment and then they can add on to each other's ideas. So, for an example, um, what is something that you've learned about Roz in this chapter? She's very motherly, is what first student said. And then the second student said, I agree. She was such a mom to Bright Bill. And then other students, would click and then add on even more. And what's really cool is in the add-on comments, they can also maybe they typed something at home and they wanted to share it. So you can upload or you could draw a picture to show what you've learned about Roz. Um, I don't know what this is. I think it's AI where they come up with the image that goes along since it says I can't draw. My last tool that I want to share with you guys is called Magic School. Is anybody familiar with this? Raise your hand. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I love Magic School. It is an AI generated, like just one-stop shop. It's got lots of different things here, like a vocabulary list generator. So I practiced this earlier tonight. I said, I teach second grade. I need 5 words that come from Ralph S. Mouse by Beverly Cleary. All right, there we go. Maybe these are words that we like, maybe they're not. And if they're not, then we just go back to the drawing board and come up with new questions or new vocabulary words. Um, there's other really cool things that you can do here, like you can create which tool or you can select which tools you'd like your students to be able to interact with. My head's in the way, so let me move this over. This button right here says Magic Student. So this Magic School is what the teacher has available to them. But if you click certain things and then you like import them into your students' view, then they have some things that they're able to do too. So if you had like an assignment where it was like, we just finished reading this book together, now I want you to write a song to summarize what we learned in this chapter. There's this tool right here called, well, there's a couple different things like a rap battle, but there is also a song tool. Now everything's just going haywire. There it is, song generator. So there's a lot of cool things. But as you might have noticed, this is not a new tool to me. I kind of tricked you. I've used this before, but in Dr. Serafini's video recently, he's been talking about Amigo. I heard him mention that, and I wanted to show this one to you too because I think that these two tools are very similar, but they might both have their own flair. So in Conmigo, there's so many cool things that you can do, like take a text and chunk it into more manageable sections for students to be able to read independently. There is, just like we have the song generator in the other app, there's a fun class summary poem. That's fun. And also, oh, I really like this one. Refresh my knowledge. So if you're getting ready to teach something to students, you can say, remind me about mitosis. I don't remember anything about it. Cool. Now it'll remind me of what is the purpose of mitosis, the phases, create exit tickets. Anyway, there's a lot of really cool stuff. So check out Conmigo and Magic Tool. And I also say uh, check out Class Kick. Padlet was great too, but I'm going to rank boom cards as a take it or leave it. Anyhow, I hope that you guys have enjoyed my list of tools that I shared with you and that you have a great night. See you later.